Today is June 1st, 2011, and I'm talking to you from Sedona today. Well, we're in a time of accelerated change. From 2010 through 2017, we're in a cycle that focuses on change, both change within humanity and change within ourselves. Most of you have been feeling it, obviously. You've been seeing it on the news. You've been feeling it in your own lives. You've been seeing it in other people, what's happening with other people. And I wanted to mention a couple things to you today that might be helpful. We're in a time where the perception of change is very fast. It's not a time where the world's going to end. It's not a time when we need to get into fear. Humans, at a core level, don't like change. So when humans are going through change and put under the stress of change by time cycles, humans tend to resist that by looking for a protective thing to protect themselves with in terms of resisting that. The period from 2010 through 2017 is a specific cycle that has to do with accelerated change and starting the future and connecting with the future point of where we're going. So right now we're connected very little to the past, which is important to remember. We have this summer we have many planetary aspects, and we also have many eclipses that are accelerating this feeling of change. So it seems like a lot of things are coming at us very quickly, which they are. We have time waves that are closer to each other. So they're shorter. They're not longer time waves. They're shorter time waves. That causes our perception of life events and world events to add up. It seems like more is going on. It seems like more is happening, and actually more is happening. More is going on, both in the world at large and in our own lives. So we can't be a human on the planet going through this perception of change and not have some element of fear come up at some point in our own personal lives. Humans are programmed to look at change and be very skeptical of the change. So rather than fear change, we should respond to the change and flow with the change. It's important to feel where that fear is in the body, because usually it's somewhere in the body. Feel it. Try to isolate it in your body and feel it. But don't leave it there. Move that energy. Fear is just energy. Move that energy then to a feeling of what you want to create. Move it to a feeling of creation. Take that feeling of creation and focus on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want. Take that feeling of creation, that feeling of desire with what you want to create, project it out into the world, and keep your focus very tight on what you want during these times of accelerated change. When fear comes up in our lives, our thinking shuts down. Our mind shuts down. Our hearts shut down, of course. And our thinking capacity shuts down, and our ability to perceive what's ahead shuts down. What we think about, what we focus on, and what we feel happens. So when we're focused on fear, when we're feeling fear, when we're thinking about fearful thoughts, we create fearful things in the world at large and in our own lives. So it's really important, this matter of focus and choosing what we focus on and making sure that focus is what we are responsibly creating. So, view this change as a really positive opportunity to create the next thing with what you want in your life, and then use that as an exciting element to create the next change in our lives and the life of the world also. It's a very unique time, and it's actually a very lucky time in terms of being able to do accomplish great things in our lives and in the world that we have previously been blocked with or not had the capacity or the ability to do. Embrace it, have fun with it, play with it, create with it, have joy with it, and see you next time.